this. It's us facing off against AJ, Joyous, and Nas on M80, but SHOPIFY Rebellion, they're ready to play and trying to see if they can stay in that top 16.
Yeah, and this is where it all starts. This is where you gotta come out with the right foot forward. You gotta have that right mindset. You gotta have that calm and understand, man, listen, this is our moment. This is where we've got to step up because we've stated it so many times. This regional, this first one, it sets you up for the rest of the year. So it's so important to be able to get the close wins and the close matchup wins that you do have.
Hopefully they will take seeding in consideration if we do manage to pull off this victory, because then that'll help us a little bit better in those first round matchups for those top 16 in the Swiss stage. Nonetheless though, first objective, get goal number 1. We lost game 1 against Snowdenizers. Better win game 1 here against M80 because we're not going to get many more chances if we do drop one against them.
And precisely, 2P's going to be setting something up from the side. Justin not going to be able to send it home. It was there, though. I like the setup coming in from 2P's to be able to guide it right in front of the net. That was very, very dangerous for M80.
A lot of great chances for both teams so far in the opening minute, but we have had some great offensive pressure. Making sure that we can maintain boost control as best as possible while we are advancing onto offense has been crucial. It was a struggle for us in the last series. Definitely learned from those mistakes. I haven't really seen many demos or aggressive plays from M80 so far, so maybe not have to worry about that just yet in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this game number 1, I'm not really all too surprised that it's kind of a slower pace. You know, it's more of a feeling out process for both of these squads, trying to, you know, understand exactly how these teams are going to be looking to make these setups happen. And really, both squads are playing a very defensive game right now. And hopefully, we'll start to see some of that heat turned up quite a bit pretty soon here. It's starting to be on our side. We'll see if Justin can be able to send it on down, get it past one player. Not going to be challenged for now, but nope, going to be still on our side, and that's what we got to work on, is getting it out of our half, because when it's on our half, the ball could go in our net, and that's unfortunate as M80 is able to get the first one on the board.
That is unfortunate, to say the least, but you kind of expect Nas, one of the 1v1 phenoms out there from Europe, to get that first goal for M80. And again, it's only been a little less than 2 minutes, or a bit, 1 second more than 2 minutes, excuse me, for M80 to get that first goal. So it took some time, but now they are feeling the pressure on our side too. And Nas with 2 goals back to back, clearing out the net, and SHOPIFY Rebellion starting to sweat a little bit here.
Yeah, this is where you got to relock in. You got to say, okay, listen, we've been down 2-0 before. Yes, it was against a much lower caliber team than this M80 roster, but still, you got to be able to find that grip, find that resolve to be able to start to make these plays to come back one at a time.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can do here. The pressure that is being exuded by M80 so far. 2 goals back-to-back from Nas. Really haven't had to face that kind of scoring ability so far in this double elimination.
Oh my!
Park is going to step up to the plate.
Someone just messed up big time. Who was it? AJ? Yeah, AJ messed up. He dropped that right off for him. I mean, that wasn't going to any of his teammates. I don't know where AJ was putting that ball right in front of our net. We'll take it. We'll take that all day.
That we will. First goal of this series. Now we got to see what SHOPIFY Rebellion can do to pick up where they left off in that last one. Tie things up, bring it to an even scoreline right at the halfway point. A great crossover from 2P's, but it was a little bit too high, so gave full control to Nas, who seems to be the star of the show so far for M80.
Justin trying to set something up. Hard able to get the nice center. 2P's is there. A little bit too far to the right. Still going to be able to keep that pressure on as Justin nice off the backboard, and it goes down low to the left. Parth able to send it home. What a great setup by Justin. Understood it. If he gets those players to stay high, low's going to be wide open, and that's exactly where Parth sent it.
AJ yet again trying to pull off the impossible to get that save, but AJ, one of the most defensive players that we saw in the last season. I mean, I know I had him on my fantasy team, but Joyous also has been known to pull off some insane plays, try to go for that backboard read for the double tap, and Nas now just baiting out the defense with those 1v1 skills, and yet again getting a hat trick here, this time for M80. Nas cannot be stopped.
Yeah, Nas is really, wow, my goodness. Yeah, he's really showing that 1v1 skill coming out right here. He's able to weave through those players and be able to delay them and get a nice goal there. But we got to answer back. We still got a minute 50. We were able to get 2 in quick succession, so hopefully we'll be able to do that yet again here. That way we can get that lead.
looking for it. Two-piece. Jorius almost intercepting Justin to go for at least a bump or even a demo at that point in time. Got to be careful and not be too overzealous on these passing plays and the centers that we are going for. Good drop down, and two-piece almost there in time, but no boost in the tank. Unfortunate at that, as if they did have any. Would have been a surefire goal to tie things up 3-3. Now we got to be careful on this counterattack. Nas has gotten 3 for 3 on goals so far in this series. With RLCS qualification on the line for the top 16 Swift stage of this first qualifier. We'll have to see what we can do with this last-minute roam.
Yeah, the demo came out trying to set something up, but the demo comes back the other way. Parth able to get the center, but it ends up getting sent out one more time as M80 is able to get the clear. And now we've got to be able to find something. Justin, is he going to be able to get this center and make something happen? Who's going to be home? No! It's going to be Nas able to get the deflection one more time, and now with 40 seconds remaining, this is where you got to dig deep.
Now we do. Justin trying to go for the pre-jump with the century from all the way into the box towards that midfield line, but could not get the read. The attackers on M80 a bit wiser than that to fall for those simple tricks. Less than 25 seconds to go for SHOPIFY Rebellion in this first game against M80. Goes the other direction into our own corner yet again. Time ticking down. Parth able to get both goals so far for our team. Does get a demo, can't get the block though. And that will be time dwindling down, and so are our chances in this first game.
Yeah, we got to be able to keep it up now at this point. Anything can happen. We've seen the impossible happen before with 0 seconds on the clock. AJ is going to be sending this one to the corner, just trying to delay as much time as possible. Jariz trying to keep it down, keep it on our half to make us work for it, to keep us in this one, but no, going to be hit down, and M80 going to be coming out on top by 1 goal, 3-2.
Well, chat pretty much saying it how it is, Nas versus SHOPIFY Rebellion, because that's basically what that game was. It was just Nas. AJ couldn't really do too much on defense. Jorius trying their best to set things up and got a assist, but it was a little roster.
Yeah, Nas with a few nice plays in that game to really be the difference maker for their squad to be able to get that first game underway. So like you stated, if we can tame him a little bit, you know, I think that we'll be all right.
That was almost not all right in the first 15 seconds. Jorius looking for that first goal. Just fiending for it. Two-piece not going to make it that easy, though. So we do rotate back to our side. They tried to demo Justin. They know that he's one to worry about. Jorius being their first goal of this series, too. M80 proving that they are a force to be reckoned with this season for RLCS.
Yeah, Jury is able to get the cleanup goal right there, 27 seconds in. So getting that first goal is going to be a rough way to start it, but it doesn't mean that we can't answer back. Still plenty of time on the board left. We just got to make the most of it.
Unfortunately, due to the seeding, we have had to play M80 top 16 team quality roster in this first round, and Jory is proving that in loads with the second goal already going in for M80. Makes sense why they were seeded as highly as they were, but two-piece tried desperately to stop this one aside. Not going to work that easily against this M80 roster who has such mechanical gods on their team.
Yeah, right now we're going to need to shore up those mistakes and really start to put the pedal to the metal, if you will, because this is where things could start to get out of hand. You don't want that third one to go in, because if that third one starts going in, you start being like, oh man, you don't want to look toward the next game already. You want to be able to keep that momentum going no matter what the score is, and the more that it gets out of your hand, the harder that's going to be. So definitely want to try to find one, get back on the right track. Parth is able to get back barely in time, be able to keep that one to the side, and now Parth, with a little bit of help, able to get a nice shot attempt, but sadly it's going to be hit to the side one more time. Two-piece not able to dribble it past, and Nas going to be going the other way yet again. Justin not able to stop it. A little bit of help right there, but two-piece is going to be sending it over to Justin one more time. Goes back the other way.
Our first tough series of the RLCS season against M80, and it's been a struggle to really get anything going in these games. A lot of it's come down to not having that first goal, but also Jorius proving that it's not just Nas that's able to score a hat-trick against us. It's also him coming in from EU on it to NA, proving yet again, at least for now, EU is pretty superior.
Yeah, Jory is doing a nice job this game. You know, AJ had a nice game number one, or Nas had a nice game number one. Jory's though, gotta need to calm him down a little bit. Yes, I said that we gotta make Nas chill out a little bit. That doesn't mean that we let someone else do the same thing, right? Oh man, wow, fourth goal for Jory. Yes, I don't know, man. He might have taken that one personal. He might have said, hey, listen, ain't nobody gonna be shutting me down right now. 4 in a row for him alone in under 2 minutes.
Yikes. That's all I gotta say. I mean, looking at M80 and the way that they are performing, there's a reason why they were wanting to be underestimated going into this double elimination portion of the Open Qualifier #1. That teams wouldn't really have much data on them. They wouldn't know exactly how strong this squad is. Is Jurius back to the top form? Well, I think he's proven that in this game with 4 goals to their name, as you mentioned, in those first 2 minutes. Nas looking good, Jurius looking good, AJ being that third man, or I guess more of the playmaker in this one with all 3 hat tricks, almost 4, with Nas getting the last one too. But finally have some pressure on offense our side. The big thing here is to see if we can at least get 1 goal on the board and use that to transition to a more aggressive start in game 3, because we have to pull off a full reverse sweep at that point. As right now, we haven't had the best look so far.
Hey, we're only halfway through this game. Listen, if they could do it, I think we can too. I think we're very capable of being able to answer back, get 4 goals, and tie this thing up. We just got to be able to put it all together. This squad has shown the capabilities. They've got the teamwork to be able to do it. Just about putting it together against a squad like M80. And you stated it. I mean, they didn't stream for a reason. They wanted to be underestimated, and potentially that could be what happened here.
Yeah, we do see Fear streaming their POV at least in this day of competition. Well, it makes sense because he's known the 1v1 scene for a while. Saw Nas come up, Joris, and even AJ also participate very well there. And you can tell the individual ability is there from this roster and why they were able to form together with Coach Nick coming in from Team Falcon / Dignitas / Team Queso. Has some good knowledge behind them for this team. But Shopify Rebellion, we got Memory in the booth, trying to see if they can, in between games, clean things up, turn things around, and see exactly what the strategy is going to be there. Because right now, against M80, we haven't really had too much of an answer except those first 2 goals in game 1.
Yeah, game 1, things were looking all right. This game number 2 definitely didn't go our way. Yes, the second half of this game has been better, mainly because there hasn't been any goals scored, but that doesn't mean that we're out of this one yet. We've definitely got to shore up some of these mistakes and not let these goals come in back-to-back succession the way that they have, because that can definitely come back to bite us for sure. So in this game number 4 that we're going to be, or game number 3 that we're going to be heading into, we definitely gotta put our right mindset forward.
Gotta get the first goal. I think that's gonna be a big thing for us too. We've been giving up opportunities after opportunity to M80, and they have been using bumps and demos to their ability as best as they can, but with the way they were able to score those first 4 goals, it really didn't seem like Shopify Rebellion put up much of a fight. And kind of reminiscent to our last off-season event against what we saw, some bubble teams that were out there, and eventually TSM took us down. Shopify Rebellion got a work cut out for us to pull off this reverse sweep. We have the ability, though. We've shown that we can play with the best of them that are out there, take on the world, especially during the offseason with this roster. This is our really first tough opponent that we faced off against in this event. Oh, and didn't get that last one either.
So close. And yeah, I will say, I mean, hey, no goals the second half of that game. Last 2:30, there was nothing that went through. So, I mean, that's the one positive that you got to take away heading into the next game is, listen, if we can keep them from scoring, one of these opportunities on the offensive side is going to go in. I mean, look at the shots. I mean, we had 7 shots to their 12. Man, what would be even rough is if AJ, this third game, just if he was like, okay, my turn. Like, okay.
Well, as you say that, here comes AJ.
Yeah, let's relax a little bit with that. Come on. All right, let's see if we can get back on track here. Yeah, exactly. Let's get back on track with this one. I think the squad right now, after getting that pep talk from Memory, I think that they'll be feeling a lot better heading into this third game.
That they will. Shopify Rebellion facing off against M80 here. Looking to see what they can do on offense, sending all 3 players forward. Nas, no boost, but Dream still able to get that clear away. Jorius won't be stopped by Justin that time either. Worked out in our favor because we had plenty of room to work with on the challenge afterwards. Good pressure by Park. 2-piece taking their boost. That could have happened by Justin, would have been a surefire goal, but I mentioned it here, Ron. We need goal number 1 against this team of M80. If we can't get it, our dreams of taking this series, or at least this game, might be crushed.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot harder, and Nas able to get the first one there. Yeah, I mean, he's playing exceptional right now. Got to give it to Nas. You know, definitely playing a solid game for sure, but we've got to be able to turn the tides, you know, and we've got to start it right now. We really can't wait around too much. We got 2 goals in game number 1. We've got to be able to find a way to get 2 right here.
Well,
there we go.
As I was going to say,
there's one.
Off the kickoff, able to get one here. The defense was nowhere to be found after this one. Great win. AJ cheated up and not the greatest position they could have been in. Nas also out of position as well. So that's a great way to tie things up for Parth. The quickest we've been able to tie things up to. Parth, the only one also able to get a goal so far. First shot by Rebellion. But Justin and 2Piece, usually the ones that we have known to be able to pull off those crazy plays and carry the team on their back, but just got to see what they can do to get involved into this game. If they can get involved on offense, we'll be feeling that much more confident, that much better, and we'll be looking that much better against M80.
Oh yeah, big time. Parth saw the opportunity and went for it full force. Ended up paying off. Big dividends right here is trying to battle it out. For the ball, not able to get possession. There it is. 2Piece able to find it. He's going to be popping this one up. Let's see if he can get the center. Barely over the crossbar. Not able to find it, but a nice shot either way coming in from him. Good pressure coming out.
Great pressure, as you were mentioning, and I'm liking the looks that we are seeing from them so far. Awkward touch, though, by Justin. Was able to recover for a second, but 2Piece overcommitted. Parth on defense. Dangerous there as well, but somehow got away, but who else but Nas able to counterattack. I feel like the strategy needs to change based on who's on defense. Parth, as that third man, has been struggling a couple times here in these individual efforts, and 2Piece, I think, might be better off taking up that back line because we saw the way they were able to perform during last season. I feel like maybe a bit of a rotation of roles might work better here.
Yeah, we just got to wait and find out if that's going to be the recipe for success for the squad. We need to answer back yet again. We did it before. Just got to find it one more time as Justin looking to get that center and set things up for the offense. Right now, we've got to get it out of our defensive half as Parth is able to corral this one. Going to be sending it on our way. It is going to be M80 getting a touch on it, trying to keep it on our side. They're doing a decent job of keeping pressure for now. We've got to find a way to reverse that.
That we do. Already have some teams that have booked their ticket into the main event, G2 and Space Station Gaming. No surprises there, but we still have a chance that we can get this game and first sweep against M80. Almost from 2Piece to try and clear out the net. Nas looking good on the defensive effort with the clear out towards our side as well. Less than half a game to go here, Rome. What do you think's got to change from our side to really take down M80? Is Parth looking for something, but it's a bit too wide and an open net opportunity goes by the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I'm going to be looking for right here is, I mean, honestly, I feel like our counterattacks are so good. I feel like M80 is really, really applying a lot of pressure, and when they do, if we're able to find some of these nice counterattacks and get some nice setup plays off of them, I think that's definitely going to be a recipe for success for us. This 2Piece almost able to find it right there. Does get stopped just short of the line.
Justin looking for something, does go towards the back door, but AJ will be there on the read instead. Full focus on defense is AJ, and that's exactly where M80 are wanting them to be. Nas also stopping so many of these shots before they can even go towards the box. 2Piece towards the back door. We need the rotation in, and there it is from Parth. Tie things up 2-2. We still have the chance here, Rome.
That's what we needed. 2Piece went for the gamble. He said, look, I'm going for the challenge. He got it, and Parth was able to send it home. Parth with the great cleanup, and Justin was rotating back just in case anything went awry. That was the type of plays that we got to see. We got to keep it going. Like you stated, it can happen. We just got to put it one goal at a time. Make this reverse sweep happen.
Another great touch too, but AJ in position to carry this towards Jorius for the clear out into our own corner. 2Piece now playing that more defensive effort I was talking about. Looking a bit more confident for SHOPIFY Rebellion on the defensive end. Parth leading the charge yet again on offense as best as they can. Has all the goals for our team so far, and there goes another one with a great drop down, 3-2. This is the lead that we needed, but also a hat trick for Parth.
Oh yeah, feeling good now. We're right back in it, and that's what you want to see. Okay, now we've got the lead for the first time in the series. Let's see what we can do with it. Is this squad right now, you can tell the vibes picking up a little bit. They're feeling better. You do the gamer, the lean forward, the typical, you know, when you get more serious in your gaming chair. They all did it after that one. They're ready to go. They're feeling good.
Woo. Nas feeling good as well. Leading the charge yet again for their team. It's just Parth versus Nas as far as goal scoring is concerned in game number 3 here. Time ticking down, though. We got to keep it out of their clutches and keep the pressure going. Nas again into the air. Justin will intercept them in midfield. Jorius with the shot. Stoopy somehow saving it away off our own post. That's exactly what we need to see, Rome, but this is dangerous position with Nas up in the air.
Yeah, Two-Piece barely able to get back in time to get a nice save there. Two-Piece still going to be playing bully ball in the front. Going to be making sure that nothing comes through. Nas is going to be trying to corral this one and set up potentially the final offensive play for M80 to try and tie this one up, but it is going to be Parth able to get a touch onto it. Justin able to as well, setting up more. So Two-Piece drops it in front of the net, but it doesn't matter. We'll take the win regardless.
We'll take the bar down and out. Doesn't matter, as you mentioned, because we did take that victory in stride, and a good look from SHOPIFY Rebellion to bounce back, shake off the rust, and get into the driver's seat yet again to see if we can coming in. That's exactly what we saw towards the end of that game, Rome, and that's what I feel like made the big difference for SHOPIFY Rebellion. So we'll see if that continues in this game. I know Memory probably saw that too, but Parth going right off the get-go with a flip reset to try and take down the defense. AJ barely saving him to side. This is already a good look in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, like you stated, Two-Piece definitely the one on the back burner, trying to wait in the wings, but he might have to do it by his lonesome, leaving it for Parth right in front of the net. Ba-da-ba-ba. I'm loving that right there. That's a beautiful play.
Beautiful from SHOPIFY Rebellion. Two-Piece to Parth, the duo, 123 kilometers per hour here, and that's the first time this series we have gotten the opening goal as well. So Parth with every goal so far for our team. Doesn't matter who gets it as long as we get it past the goal line and get the victory at the end of the day. Nas barely stopped that on the backboard too. AJ with a clear out to midfield. You can tell M80 are starting to sweat in the potential of a reverse sweep from us.
Yeah, and that pressure on their end is going to be way heavier than the pressure we feel trying to make it happen, because anytime you realize you're losing the grips on the game that you thought you had under lock and key, it's definitely going to start to get to you. So hopefully we can keep that pressure on, mainly by having a whole lot of offensive pressure in these games. The more that we can make M80 scramble on that defensive end, the better our chances are. Oh my goodness. That I did not think that was going to... Ah, man, that was such a close call. Wow.
I mean, that's
what
unlucky for Nas
angle
on the post, though, because it should have just gone in. Two-Piece almost able to get the save would have been insane, but
I thought he was going to get it.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get it.
I didn't realize how far he was until we saw the replay, but as you mentioned, pretty close between them, but not close at all for that stop. Parth over to Two-Piece, finally breaking the stalemate for everyone else in SHOPIFY Rebellion to get a goal. We're centered over to Parth, a great setup to Two-Piece, and this is where we are getting started for SHOPIFY Rebellion.
And the speed, 151 right there. You saw how fast that ball was flying. They didn't stand a chance. M80 couldn't do anything about that right there. That's what you love to see. The quick pass to the infield being capitalized on. Rebellion find themselves up 2-1. Currently 3:40 remaining, as that was so dangerous. Oh my goodness, yes.
Had that.
Oh, hey, we'll take the mistakes though. We'll take those all day long coming out of M80.
You can tell the pressure's getting to them. AJ not feeling as confident as they are used to feeling.
Oh my!
Justin this time looking for the double tap off the sidewall. Almost able to secure an even stronger lead for us, but it's not going to be that easy to rip it away from M80. They are doing their best to be a nuisance to us, taking our boosts, cherry picking it with Jorius, going for some bumps and demos, trying to disrupt SHOPIFY Rebellion, but with the great mind of Memory as our coach behind us in between games. We've just been adjusting even better. Justin waiting perfectly to try and take out AJ, but can't get it just yet.
Yeah, Justin trying to set something up, was almost able to make the impossible possible right there. And juke out a couple of players. Now it's going to be Two-Piece's turn, flying high, sending it off the backboard. Going to need to rotate back though, because M80 is going to be looking to make something happen as Nas up high, looking for the center. It's going to be sitting back away one more time. It's going to be Parth back this time. Now we got to look for the setup. What's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be towards the midfield this time. Joris over to AJ's the setup we are seeing. And oh, that's unfortunate of an own goal. Kind of would have been a better position for 2Piece to get that away, but bar down usually results in it going in, as we see this one top the crossbar, excuse me, and a 2Piece, fortunately, not in a good position to stop that one away.
Yeah, definitely an unfortunate positioning there, but either way, halfway through this one, we got ourselves a tie game. This one could go either way, but like you stated, oh man, AJ.
Again.
Hey, listen, AJ coming through, being able to put that one in, giving M80 the advantage halfway through this one.
M80 just proving that they are never down and out for a moment. Every single player on that team can pop off at any time. I mean, they're pretty similar to us as a roster with what we expect from the SHOPIFY Rebellion team throughout the season. Justin, no connection though. 2Piece trying to dribble, and there's nothing there either. Parth in a bad spot on this challenge, was just driving around in no man's land and could have been there for the fall through, but there's the bar in, and now we just give them a taste of their own medicine. AJ own goaling that time. That's to tie it up 3-3.
Nice. Yeah, we'll take that. It looked like a little bit too much passing, which is almost never a bad thing, but it looked like almost a little bit too much passing on the play before. Someone just needed to pull the trigger and take the shot. But right there, it's simple. You just get the infield pass, you finish it off, and now you give yourself another chance. Justin was able to make something sneaky happen there off the rip. Barely able to get back, though. That's what we need to see, and here we go one more time. What's it going to be as 2Piece sends it high. Justin's going to leave it off, though. That was almost the right decision. It almost got sent to the back of their net. SHOPIFY Rebellion doing a great job of keeping on this pressure. 2Piece up high. What's he going to do with it? He's going to put it in the back of the net, giving the Rebellion the advantage. This reverse sweep, it's alive and well.
Justin just has to sit back and watch now as we take the stage with 2Piece and Parth. Back and forth action with either of them scoring a goal or setting each other up. But Justin, also some great setup plays too. Everyone on SHOPIFY Rebellion is working in tandem to try and keep us alive in this series against M80. We're down by 2 games, but we still are not out just yet. Still keeping that lead alive as best as we can after we got that opening goal against them with Parth after being set up by 2Piece, but it's not over just yet. M80, they are doing everything necessary, everything right to try and stop this lead from growing even stronger. But Justin able to put a shot on. AJ missing it, but Nas will get it out somehow.
Oh man, that would have been so big if we would have been able to capitalize right there. That was so close to going in, but still a lot of pressure in front of the net. And Parth still able to send it home. The Rebellion give themselves that 2-goal cushion that we've been looking for.
What a great setup from 2Piece. Almost lost control of the ball there for a second, but still able to slot it away. Insane to see the way SHOPIFY Rebellion is coming alive against M80 in this game compared to the first 2 where we were basically silent, except from Parth with those opening 2 goals for us. M80, less than a minute to go. We've seen them be able to score more goals than that in less than a minute too. So we got to be careful here on the defensive end. Jorius going for the bump and demo, and that is going to stop us in our tracks. Still within 1.
Nas able to find one right there to take that cushion and take that pillow right from under our heads, essentially. So now we've got that pressure on. 49 seconds left to be able to hold that line and make sure M80 gets nothing.
Less than a minute to go still. M80, AJ getting their first 2 goals of the series against us in this game. Looking for any angle keep this out of their side. Justin, relatively silent in the goal scoring category for the first time, but it doesn't matter.
Nice.
2Pieces getting the slot, 8 shots, 4 goals, another great setup. 6-4, but still 30 seconds, Rome. It's not over yet.
Yeah, that was really sloppy in the midfield, honestly, and 2Piece was just able to get the cleanups. He said, look, I'll take those scraps all day long. A great touch by, I believe it was Justin, but I think that someone else got a piece of that too. I'm not sure if it was Nas or Therese, but someone got a piece of that, and it went straight over to 2Piece. We'll take those all day long. 25 seconds remaining, and then we're heading on to a game 5.
Still a chance, though, for Nas to try and take out the world, but it is dwindling down, and so are their opportunities that are being given to them. The defense of SHOPIFY Rebellion has figured out the plan of M80, and we're not giving them the room to work with that they have had before. It doesn't matter how many goals they score against us, as long as we're able to keep 2Piece and Parth firing off as they have. 6-4, 10 goals total in this game, the most we've seen in a while. But now we are leading into a Game 5 reverse sweep on the horizon, Rome.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting that Justin didn't have any goals in that game. We got 6 goals and Justin didn't have one. So normally he's the one having the most goals for us in these games, but 2Piece coming out hot with 4 goals in that game.
Skill of M80, well, now we have shown up why we're going to try and our best to be major contenders going into those main events. We've got to stop Nas in his tracks. Not going to get a connection there. Jory's looking for something too. Parth as well with a different angle. So we are getting into a better position for Justin on the main field in the defensive half of M80. And it's going to stop out for just a second here with another shot from M80.
Yeah, we've got to be able to hold that line for sure. Done a solid job of it so far. 30 seconds into this one. 2Piece sending it on down. Justin's going to be facing 3 players, seeing what he can do with it. Parth is going to be sending it up high. Is he going to be setting this one up to the side? No, it's going to be taken away by Jariz. Going to be trying to get the center here, but who's going to be home? Nobody, as Justin and Parth are going to be right there to stop him at the line and send it back the other way. Demo going to be coming out off the backboard. Justin's leaving it off, but nobody's going to be there, unfortunately, to keep it on their half. Now Justin's got to do some miracle work to get it off of our half.
Awkward position for sure by SHOPIFY Rebellion, but they were able to make up with it. 2Piece with the flip reset. Probably would have been better if he didn't go for it to sneak it underneath the crossbar, but still kept the pressure going nonetheless. Jory's off the ceiling. Justin waiting for something. Gets the setup to 2Piece, but stopped by Nas instead. Parth with the follow through. Nobody's going to stop him this time as we get goal number 1 yet again in Game 5.
Just a great delay by Justin. They thought he was going to go for the shot off the delay, and he said, no, I'm going to go for the pass, because guess what? I got 2 teammates there, and if one can't make it home, guess what? The second one's going to find the back of the net, and that's exactly what happened. 110 into this game number 5 to decide it all. The squad is looking good, feeling good.
Parth the cleanup merchant, it seems, throughout this series. Justin and 2Piece setting things up, orchestrating things like a maestro and doing everything they need to get this win for SHOPIFY Rebellion, but it's not going to be that easy, even with demos coming out onto the net. Parth waiting to see what Nas could do, winning the 50-50 on the 1v1. 2Piece, the potential center, but Nas really picking up where AJ was leaving off a couple of times on the defensive end. And again, Nas not being on offense works out for us. A great setup, but 2Piece not in the best position.
Yeah, and I'm loving how much pressure we're being able to apply to this M80 roster right now, keeping them on their heels for sure. Even though we have that goal advantage, we are not playing possum, which is what you want to see. You want to see that confidence coming out of the squad as the bump coming in on the line, and they're able to play bully ball to get it in there. 3 minutes remaining.
That was a good bump by AJ. 2Piece, unfortunately, couldn't get a good challenge on the 50-50, and Nas has been so good, so consistent on those challenges, winning against everyone on defense for SHOPIFY Rebellion. So when you're in that kind of position, there's not too much you can do when AJ clears the field and you send one player going when you don't really have much momentum behind you, stuck in your own net on the defensive half. AJ again, though, with a center, looking for something. We are getting right towards the halfway point of game number 5. A big clear on towards our backboard, but 2Piece, a great read to get this away.
Yeah, let's see what 2Piece can do with it now as he sends it over to the other backboard now. Trying to get a center. Nobody's going to be home to do it. Justin gets it off the backboard, just trying to keep possession of this one for now. Let's see what Parth's going to do with it. He's been able to make some wild things happen throughout this day.
What are you doing?
Gave it right back to us, and we'll take it.
That was dangerous because Joris was looking for the demo, cherry picking so many times to clear things out. Almost dropped down again right in front of the net. 2Piece can't get it. Parth looks for it.
Yes!
He is able to snipe it into the back of the net, get the lead yet again, but that was very dangerous.
Oh, man, it seems like a lot of these goals is just a lot of mess, and we find a way to clean up the mess every time. We said it before, Parth is cleaning up all types of messes right now. He is doing community service out here on the pitch, and we need every bit of it. 2-1 advantage right now for the Rebellion, 2 minutes remaining.
Doesn't matter that Nas got possession of the ball. Justin was able to take the boost from him, so he couldn't do his thing in the air. Justin looking for his first goal of the series, though. Not able to get it just yet, but some great pressure nonetheless. Time ticking down for the chances of M80 tie things up. Parth just playing keep away, high and away, high and dry. Not worrying whatsoever about M80. But we do have to worry a little bit with Jorius on the field.
Trying to set something up right here and now, but not able to make it happen. So that means AJ is going to be heading back the other way, but it's going to be stopped at the 50. Nas is now going to be trying to make something happen, but you can see Justin, he's waiting in the wings. He's ready to make his play on the ball. Not going to be able to get a touch, but 2Piece is going to be there regardless. Tinder's going to be coming out. But yet again, another offensive attempt going to be thwarted as Justin not able to punch it out. I thought he was going to be able to. It seemed like he had the right position.
Unfortunate to say the least, but Jorius has been a nail in our side, a thorn in our side so many times. And Justin did have the positioning, but was being pressured by AJ in the net. The way that the disruption plays are coming out of M80 seems to be our downfall in both the goals that M80 have been able to score thus far. Jorius, though, off the ceiling. AJ looked for the interception, too, just to redirect it towards our net. Nas with a good clear in front of our net again, and we are just getting it somehow ping-ponged back off both posts. We need to clear this away. We need to get a goal on our side to take down M80, who are firing as best as they can with everything that they have left.
Yeah, we got to find a way to alleviate this pressure right here and now. Sending it back the other way. It's finally going to be on their half. 40 seconds remaining. We got ourselves a tie game. Game number 5. A lot riding on this one here and now. Justin able to do a solid job of keeping that one out of the net. Still doing a good job with 30 seconds remaining. This is a lot of pressure, though, either way. And you can tell it's a defensive game right now.
That it is on our side, though, because we are having so many shots, so much pressure from M80 that needs to be resolved. It needs to go to the other half so that we have a chance to get the win before an OT situation in Game 5. You know the fans are wanting it, but time is ticking down. Jorius trying to fake out the defense. Bad pop-off for our end. Justin does clear it away to the other side. We'll touch down, and we get our first overtime of the season. Where else but Game 5?
I know, right? One goal. Man, Game 5, this is it. This is where legends are made, if you will, in the final games of the series, especially in the overtimes. There was a whole lot of pressure on us that we were able to stop in the last little bit, last like minute or so. So hopefully we'll be able to reverse that and put some real pressure onto this M80 roster. That's a great shot, barely going to be too high by 2Piece. That could have been an incredible exclamation point to this series. 2Piece has had. Parth is going to be sending it over. Can we find another touch? Not quite yet. 2Piece going to corral it in the corner yet again. And you can see the pressure is starting to mount up. Here we go. And that's going to be another shot coming in from 2Piece. Going to be sent away.
So close, yet so far, and we gave it right up to Nas at the end of the day. I don't know what happened on the counterattack here, but nobody was in position. Nas free reign. Justin went for boost over ball. No, you should have cut forward and instead gave up the game at the last second, but it's okay. M80 do get the victory there, but we have one last chance in the lower bracket.
Yeah, not over yet. Definitely a heartbreaker, a heartbreaking way to lose game number 5.